So for this video, guys, we're going to look at PA draw shot, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways of how we can use our man activation wheel concept on this and how I'd like to do it. And I'll start off with just cover two. This is more of a cloud flat thing when it comes to man activation. But the first thing what we're going to do is just take this B. We're going to motion him to the left and smart route him, okay? And just block our running back. So you got a max protection. And then what we're really looking at here is we've got two things to our advantage. We've got the S route that if they kind of jump the right side of the field, we're going to be able to throw it, the left side of the field, we're going to be able to throw it to the X. But for the most part, we're trying to throw it to the B on this, right? So here we go. You're going to see that this player is going to get up the field, and you're going to be able to throw it to him on the sidelines, right? And why this is possible is because they're going to man activate, and we're able to drive them back with this wheel route. So all we're going to do again is move this guy over and put him on a smart route out, block your running back. Now, why I like this a lot is because most people aren't going to jump the left side of the field because they're waiting for something to go to the right. By the time they see that that player jumps left, it's really too late for them, or they've got to overcommit and leave the X open. So in that sense, I'm going to show you here that I put the X on a deep blue. And let's take this A player and let's see if we're going to do it on this player. So you do it like this. They're going to overcommit. And now what you're going to do is you're going to be able to throw this ball underneath that player. Now, you could always smart route that player and have the same success. So if you want to make sure that you really have an option, smart route the X and do it that way. You still want to have this route around 8 to 10 yards. So, you know, that way you have the ability for this to work. But I just want to make sure that you see, you know, what you're looking for in case they overcommit, right? Here we go again. This guy's going to overcommit. And you're going to be able to throw the ball underneath, right? So that's basically the option that you have. Just smart route it if you feel like that guy gets over aggressive. Now, the second way we can run this is actually just using the A and doing the same thing. It's going to leave one less blocker, but you're going to get that same option, right? So here's against cover two. Now, this is typically how I like to run it because people are more worried about that B route. And you're going to see how this guy's going to get wide open. Now, I want to show you here why it man activates, and you're probably not going to see it, nor is your opponent going to see it, but you can see it here at the end. Watch this player right here, right? So what you're going to end up seeing is this guy is going to go back, back, back. Watch when he turns his back. See how he turns his back? The ball's already in the air, right? If you look over here, the ball's already in the air by the time he does it, but we know he's going to man activate. That's going to give us a little bit more room to catch it with confidence and turn up the field if we can, right? So that's what really happens when it comes to cover two. Cover three, same exact thing will happen on cloud flats. So we'll show you this one right here, which is my preferred way of doing it if they're not sending a whole lot of blitzing. So you get the A coming over here. This guy's going to go to the outside. We're going to throw it to him, and we got ourselves the easy 10-yard gain. Now, if they're in a cover three hard flat, or cover two hard flat, or cover four hard flat, doesn't matter. Any hard flat, you're going to notice that you're going to be able to hit this wheel route up the field, all right? So, same A, same difference, right? Here we go. Looking there, they go that way. Now you're going to be able to throw this ball over here and get that wheel route, right? It's going to be something that's going to be very consistent for you in that sense. If you're just looking to hit the wheel route, you could always put the X on a streak and do the same exact thing. And that's just going to drive them a little bit further back when it comes to cover three, right? And that gives you a little bit more room to do it. It's going to still work with this A. What ends up happening, though, is you're not going to get that S route as far as a back route. So you can go back and forth with it. I typically, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it with this setup because now I have an extra route in the B route to help me keep the user in the middle of the field. So you're going to see here, go ahead and bites on it. Now I'm going to be able to throw it to this player and get myself those good yards. So that's why I really like this play against cover three, cloud flats and hard flats, depending on what you read, and then also the other way. Now, typically speaking, we used to be able to do the RB on a wheel on this type of concept. Unfortunately, the wheel goes to the wrong side. So that's not going to be an option for you on this concept. But you can always do is the same thing we've done before, where you can also put the A on a slant, and that's going to get you the same results. So basically, you see the A's on a slant. He's going to get the man activation, and you're going to be able to get up the field. So just know that that's also an option. What's nice about that is that you've also got this B as a route that people are going to have to stay at home at because of the way it gets underneath the deep blue. So say something like this, if they're going and they're going to cover that player across the field, then you're going to know that you're going to have it. I would definitely put the X on a streak when you do it this way. This guy's going to come across the field. Now you're going to be able to throw this B underneath that deep blue in order to keep them there. So I just want to kind of show you several different ways. We've kind of gone over these concepts before. Any new VIP that's just jumping on this, I want to make sure that you see this, or if you're just getting the individual guide, that's going to be nice. But that man activation principle is going to work with this wheel really nicely with this play and in conjunction with other plays that we use.